Experience by JohnBat426 here on YouTube. I'm doing a different take on Batman's voice. Because that with this... Oh, sorry about that. Let's mute. Okay, that video just popped up out of nowhere. Anyway, welcome back to The Great Expanse by JohnBat426. Batman was so rudely interrupted. How dare you, whatever this website is. Comic book. It just says comic book. Yeah, comicbook.com. How dare you? But anyway, there's an interview with Matt Reeves, which I may or may not put on the video. I don't know if I really want to watch any videos right now. I'm just being honest. I kind of just want to read the article. All right. If you've liked the videos that you've seen thus far, hit the like button. If not, hit the dislike button. Share this video with other people that you know that like comic book related stuff as much as you do. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell for notifications all. So the next time a new video is dropped, you'll know about it second. I'll know about it first. One breath champ. I'm taking on all comers. I'm not a paper champ. Yeah. All right. So this headline again, it's saying to me, didn't jump off the screen because I already did a video about this sort of, but this sang to me, so I listened. The Batman 2 director Matt Reeves discusses sequel plans. As I said, comicbook.com is the website. The author is Aaron Perrin, or Perrine. The Batman Part 2 director Matt Reeves talked about his approach to the sequel. Had some major rumors popping up around it this week as Clayface is rumored to be a villain in the upcoming DC Studios production. On the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast with Josh Horowitz, Reeves explained how the characters and their emotional states come first and foremost when dealing with the world of the Batman. Robert Pattinson was probably the most emotionally contemplative version of the Caped Crusader to ever hit the big screen. That approach resonated with a lot of fans who couldn't get enough of the literal brooding. Expect some more emotions to some more emotions to rear their heads, especially with a villain as tragic as Clayface possibly being in the mix. Reeves explained whatever that story is going to be, it's going to be to take these characters and put them in some kind of emotional jeopardy. There's a deep dive that already happened at the beginning, and now I'm going to have to deep dive again. If Reeves and company want to go the dual antagonist route again, one familiar face would love to be a part of it. Comicbook.com had the chance to speak with Katee Sackhoff at MegaCon Orlando. During that conversation, the actress mentioned that she would love to team with Mike Flanagan in a Bat-centric tale. But possibly, most exciting, Sackhoff would like to play Poison Ivy in this hypothetical project. Flanagan and the Mandalorian star have previously worked together on Oculus. So, the relationship already exists, but a lot of the stuff with the Batman spin-offs are up in the air. Check out what she had to say down below. I can't quite say that I would sell my firstborn, because she's quite special to me, laughs. But I would like twice and die to play Poison Ivy, and to work with Mike Flanagan again, Sackhoff said. He is such a genius and so collaborative. Working on Oculus was so much fun for me because he allowed me to talk about what I wanted to do with her, the character Marie Russell. I love bringing physicality to the roles that I play, and horror is no different, and he was so all in. Katee Sackhoff, not Sadie Sackhoff, but Katee Sackhoff also played Starbuck in the Battlestar Galactica series of the mid-2000s. She currently plays Bo-Katan Kryze in The Mandalorian. All right. What characters would you like to see in the Batman 2? Let us know down in the comments. So, that article doesn't really tell us much, except that Katee, why are you saying Sadie? Sadie! Anyway, it tells us that Katee Sackhoff wants to be a part of it because she wants to work with Mike Flanagan again. I'm not sure who Mike Flanagan is. Maybe I have to watch the credits a little closer for The Batman, which is a movie that I've seen multiple times, and now that it's on HBO Max, I can watch it whenever I want to. But let's address the rumors. Let's address what the article is talking about, written by Aaron Perrin. Rhymes. If Clayface is going to be the villain, I think he can be done exceptionally well. Because he's just fantastical, if that's a word, fantastical enough to be a foil for Batman and the Gotham City Police Department. And of course, Lieutenant Gordon will have to rely on Batman's eccentric skills, outside and beyond the scope of the GCPD in order to bring Clayface to justice. Now, I believe Clayface is a serial killer, I believe. So sort of in the same vein as Paul Dano's Riddler, that he was sort of a serial killer with a purpose. Clayface, hypothetically, could exact his personal revenge on people that were the direct or indirect cause to him becoming Clayface in the first place. Because Clayface did not volunteer to become Clayface. If memory serves, there was an accident. I think there was something... Now, Batman the Animated Series, they tried to kill Clayface. Matt Hagen. What's the guy's name? Roland Daggett. Okay, he was one of the primary sort of corporate evil guys in Batman the Animated Series, played by the late Ed Asner. And he wanted Matt Hagen, who becomes Clayface, wiped out. So they came up with the idea of pouring all that gunk on him, I guess to drown him or mutilate him. But he survived and became Clayface in Feet of Clay, which is one of the standout episodes of Batman the Animated Series. I'm not really sure what his origin is in the comic books, but the Matt Hagen actor Clayface is sort of the more popular iteration of Clayface. Sorry. And in the Arkham series, they go by the original Clayface's name, Basil Carlo, who was an actor. All right. So it's still in the same vein. Well, Matt Hagen was in the same vein as Basil Carlo. All right. So if the acting comes into play, we could see a really rich character, a really rich villain on screen in the first ever live action portrayal of Clayface. I think this would be great. Somebody that can like change their appearance. It can almost be like the Batman 60s, the 60s Batman villain, Falseface, who was portrayed by Malachi Throne. Okay. And Falseface was really good too. So I can see there kind of being a mix between Falseface and Clayface for this sort of iteration, because you want it to be fantastical, but you don't want to invest a whole bunch of CGI into like mutating him and making him a big gelatinous mass. Now, if you're going to do a big gelatinous mass, you've got to make it look like, is it the Mind Flayer in season 3 of Stranger Things, where all those kind of bodies just came together to form that big nasty monster creature? That would be like the ideal large mass Clayface character. But if it's going to be with that same realistic vein, then you got to go sort of the false face route, where you can kind of just like manipulate his face and sort of shapeshift just from the neck up. You know, because you don't want it to get ridiculous, but you still want it to be outside of the normal bad guy chasing good guy sort of thing. No, or good guy chasing bad guy sort of thing. All right. So, what do you think about Katee Sackhoff? Would she be a good Poison Ivy? Now, Katee Sackhoff is probably around 40, so, and I'm not age shaming anybody, but she looks rather attractive to still be up there in those years. I just think it's richer when you have younger actors and actresses to portray characters that have been in existence for over 60 years. You know what I mean? Because we might want to see her 10 years down the line, and who knows what she's going to look like 10 years from now. Again, not age shaming, but I would love for Katee Sackhoff to play a different female character. Maybe she could be Sarah Essen. Maybe her and Jeffrey Wright could have a sort of extramarital relationship affair, as Commissioner Gordon does with Lieutenant Sarah Essen in the comic books. All right. And, oh, wow. Theory. So, if the Joker finally hits, Barry Keoghan's Joker finally hits a third or fourth The Batman movie, imagine the emotional weight if, just like in line with the comic books, in the finale of No Man's Land, the Joker kills Sarah Essen. If Barry Keoghan's Joker murders Katee Sackhoff's Sarah Essen, can you imagine how that will make Batman and Commissioner Gordon gel as a team and come together to bring him to justice? Okay, enough theorizing. So, what did you think about the article? I enjoyed this article. It allowed me to theorize, which I like to do. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Share it with other people that you think will enjoy comic book related stuff. Maybe they'll like my take on things. Write a dissertation in the comments if need be. David Brent, please let them know where their comments go. That's where they go. Okay, I don't know where the music came from. All right, but do your part. I'll do my part so that the Great Expanse by John Bat 426 can and will expand. It's in the name. Thank you very much.